guys, it's Paula here for your Sunday, and this week we're basically going on the whole concept of spirituality and religion and how it affects us in the LGBT community, and basically what our viewpoints are on spirituality and religion. So I wasn't really brought up in a religious household at all. My dad isn't religious and my mum isn't really religious. Like, she believes in God, but she doesn't really go to church, or I don't think she's read the Bible anyway. But yeah, we were pretty much, me and my sisters were given the freedom to explore different religions and kind of make up our own mind of what religion we want to follow. So for me, I don't particularly follow any religion. I'm a spiritualist, so some of you may class it as a religion, I guess, but yeah, I believe that there isn't necessarily one person, like a god as such. There's sort of a higher being and everything, but we don't necessarily determine what our future is. We basically hold the power ourselves to pick and choose what we do, and our choices result in what path we take in the future, and basically nothing's set in stone, that sort of thing. Yeah, so I had some preachers at my door actually. He came round to try and convince me to join up to the local church. And you know, I don't mind people like that, fair enough, but to be honest, if somebody is going to join a church, then it should be up to them to explore which church they join and what religion they're going to be part of, rather than having somebody preach to them on their own doorstep, saying like, this is the way of life you're meant to follow and all that. And they actually, because they asked me what religion I was and if I was a religion, and I told them that I'm obviously a spiritualist and I believe in the whole spirit realm and higher being, that sort of thing. And they turned around to me and said that spiritualism is the work of the devil and that is basically a sin. And I just, yeah, I think the Bible has a lot of flaws in it. It's so vague in a lot of concepts. It uses terms like abomination for homosexuality and all that sort of stuff quite loosely, and you don't really know what it means. It doesn't really define its concepts, and a lot of the stuff in the Bible I don't think is relevant to modern society and things like that. And one thing that bugs me, and I could do a future video on this because I can talk about religion and how flawed it is, and I'm not just talking about like Christianity, I'm talking about Buddhism, like all religions are flawed, even like spirituality I guess is flawed. But I can do a whole different video on that. I can talk for hours, but basically I'm trying to sum every like thought of my head in a short video, and it's not going to be short at all. But yeah, what was I going to say? I don't know. I have just lost my train of thought. I'm in my kitchen, by the way. Do you like it, guys? Yeah, I actually don't know what my thought was. There are a lot of flaws in the Bible. Let's just go on that. And I actually have some. I've got sent something on Facebook, and it's kind of like it's like a mixtape thing. It's a letter that was sent to apparently a famous doctor in America. I don't know who they are because I'm not from America, but some of you guys might know who it is. Apparently, it's like a letter that a guy wrote to a woman called Dr. Laura. I don't know, it's basically talking about, she writes a column for a newspaper or magazine or something about God, and basically advises you on things that you should or shouldn't do based on the Bible. And a guy writes to him just saying that the Bible states that it's obviously homosexuality is an abomination, end of debate, and any advice that the Dr. Laura can give to him on the following topics, and he basically quotes loads of different things from the Bible. I'll give you a couple of examples. One of the things he said, I would like to sell my daughter into slavery as sanctioned in Exodus 21:7. In this day and age, what do you think would be a fair price for her? Just kind of, obviously that isn't relevant to modern society, but yeah, it's in the Bible. And basically my point, this is what I was going to say actually, my point, a lot of churches practice certain things, but they don't practice the whole Bible as a concept, and a lot of religions do it. They only take small parts of the religion and then just basically practice and preach that certain area of the Bible. They don't take everything into context. So homosexuality is one of the things that they've decided to preach and say that it's a sin, yet there are hundreds of things in the Bibles that are sins that they don't even mention, and it is so contradictory. Like, all religions are contradictory, and yeah, you can't just take it at face value. If you read the Bible cover to cover, which I have to admit I haven't done myself, but I've done a lot of research, and I have a few religious friends, and they'll give me some viewpoints as well. Basically, it's just a really sarcastic thing, and if any of you guys want to read the whole thing, it's not huge, it's not like a huge document, but if you want to read it, then let me know, and I'll send you a copy of it, because I thought it was quite funny. In terms of like the contradictions and everything, I can't remember like what part of the Bible it's from, like what verse and everything, but basically I think it's towards the beginning or something. It says like an eye for an eye, and then later on in the Bible it says turn the other cheek. So that's the kind of contradictions I'm on about. And also there's one about love thy neighbours as you should love as much as you love yourself, and then it says love your neighbours more than you love yourself. It's kind of like simple things like that that kind of get looked over, and there's so many more. There's hundreds and hundreds of different contradictions in the Bible from the Old and the New Testament, and basically it goes on like God says one thing and then he says something else. But anyway, moving on. This is going to be a long video, and I apologise. The point is, what do you say when people tell you that homosexuality is a sin? I've been lucky. I don't live in a religious area, and although I have like some religious friends, none of them have told me that it's a sin, and I've never had anybody say it to me, so I don't really have a reaction to it. I guess if somebody did say it to me, I would just quote some things that I've learnt about the Bible back to them, and that I've just shared with you. I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, if religion comes up in topic, whether it's with friends, family, a complete stranger, whatever, and they talk about certain sins or certain flaws in religion, then I will debate it. If they have strong viewpoints, I will match their strong viewpoints, and I will debate them all night if I have to. Like, I am not afraid to speak my mind when it comes to things like this, and I don't think any of it should be. It's not a sin, despite what certain people may preach to you. At the end of the day, if you're happy with yourself and happy in like your life, and you have the support of family and friends, at the end of the day, love's love, regardless of whether it's between a man and a woman, 2 men, 2 women, whatever. We focus far too much on the negative in life and don't really take into account the positive, so they focus far too much on what the Bible tells them to say, yet they don't even know if it's true. Like, for me, it's hard to believe in something that I can't see or I can't witness. I can't, for me personally, I can't believe in a God because there may not even be one. I need to see it in front of me, sort of thing. The Bible was actually translated into English, and there are many flaws with it. There could be flaws in the way it was translated. Like, you know, if I've seen God, and I knew that he or she did write the Bible for themselves rather than some other person. I don't even know who wrote the Bible. That's how uneducated I am about it. But yeah, because the whole Jesus, and like the Bible was written before Jesus even existed. So, well, some of it was. So how can they have a true say, and how can we take a full value of what the Bible says completely? Like, there's so many bizarre things in the Bible as well. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it there because I have probably talked for ages already, and like, my thought train is just completely off when on this sort of topic, because I say one thing and then I think another one, it kind of mixes in, and it's just one big mess. So yeah, see you again next Sunday, and have a good day, guys.